Hey, this is Dave here. In this video, I'll give you some overview how to prepare for your Navy officer candidate test OAR in 2024. In this video, I'll give you some very important information that will help you to prepare for your Navy officer candidate test and pass the test with high score. So watch the video and learn how to prepare for the test in 2024. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Dave. I'm an aerospace engineer and we have been helping this Navy officer candidate test prep almost 7-8 years with a great success. We have like tons of students who have been helping and pass the test with high score. Navy officer candidate test OAR depends on your math skills like basic algebra and basic arithmetic reasoning question, reading comprehension, and mechanical comprehension. But 95% of people they struggle in the math section. If you have like a very high skills in math area, you should be fine to take that test. In our program, we have um, 6 math basic lessons. So that will give you all the basic math you need to know. And then we have like 10 different practice tests. I'll come to that. Okay. So we start off with arithmetic reasoning lesson 1, the basic arithmetic problem. First, we teach all the basic math and then we give you the access to the website to do the homework. So you could do the homework one by one to make sure that you understand every single problem here. And it has also answer and explanation. If you don't know how to do the problem, you could click on the view answer and it will give you the explanation. Okay. So we have also a bookmark. So say if you have a problem with certain number of question, you could bookmark it and go back any time and study those questions. We have also a system that you could jump any question at any time. Say I want to go to question number 27, you could go and check it. The next is reading comprehension. So reading comprehension for the officer candidate test, we give you like 3-4 question in each paragraph, but in reality now they have changed to one question. But if you practice all of them, you should be fine. So one paragraph with one question. This question is a little bit tricky, and I don't know who made those questions. There are some question that I have seen is very tricky. So make sure that you read the question and answer the question correctly. The next is mechanical comprehension, is like a basic physics stuff. Basic physics and basics everyday mechanical stuff. It's not very crazy, but if you follow the website and then do the homework, learn all this basic, and we have a lot of video on the YouTube, you could study on that too, and that will help. So after we finish main 3 areas, we have final practice test. As I said before, 95% of people they struggle on the math section. So we have like a plenty of math question in our final practice test. Many of the question in the final practice test came before in the actual test. So how do we know? We have like a lot of students, tons of students. They always take that test and then give us the feedback. So what type of question they have seen in that test? Did not see in the test. We try to come up with like different type of question that cover all these topics they have seen in the actual test. So that's pretty accurate. We have 10 final practice tests. So if you finish all these 10 final practice tests with 80% or higher, most likely you know everything that you might see in the actual test. We have a flashcard. Many of us have problem in the math section, so we have like a flashcard. So like the basic knowledge on math. So it's like mental math type of thing. You could study that. And after we finish all those things, you could take our prediction test on the website. So our prediction test, I could tell, is very representative to the actual test. And you could take this test as many times as you want. Okay, so every time you take a test, it will reset with new sets of question and you could study those things and the question you got wrong. The last thing we have a progress tracker. You could track your progress, how you're doing. You could see here, this is actually one of my students' progress tracker. And I'll show you how accurate this all this practice test and prediction test with the actual test. If you want to see your math skills progress, you could see here. You see here is lesson they did. So say, hey, I took a test on math lesson 1 and I get 2 questions wrong. I want to see what are the question I got wrong. So if you go to view answer, and if you want to see what are the question you got wrong, you could do that. So you could see here in detail what are the question this student get wrong in here. Let me just go see. You see, this is the question the student got wrong. So this is the same way you could like check every lesson you take. So let me see and how he did in the prediction test. If I go to the prediction test score, you see here this student took the test prediction test, um, got 54 and 54. Some first time he get um, 33 question wrong. Second time he get 32 question wrong. So and then with that, that is his predictive score. Okay, so now I'll show you how he did in the actual test. Let me see the name of this student. Edit profile. You see, this is the student name is Michael Weiner, right? You see, that is the student who took the test. His like nickname is Scooby. So you see here he get 48 in the actual test, and after he passed the test, he actually was very happy because I helped him to take the ASVAB test too. So he also passed the ASVAB test before he passed the OAR, but he wants to join in the Navy as an officer, so that's why he also is study with us the OAR test prep. So so that's how it works. So if you want to study by yourself, so you could request a tutor with our website. You see, this is our website. You could request, you could put all the information and then send, then somebody will contact you and do a free evaluation and get started your one-on-one tutoring. But if you want to study by yourself, we have couple of options. We have a web subscription, so you could also watch the video in the web subscription what included. That is a $15 per month, so is like thousands of people using this subscription, and it is really helpful. If you also want to study on your mobile phone, we have also application called OAR Tutoring app from App Store or Google Play. You could download this app. You see here this app has 4.6 rating out of 5. So is this all this different option? If you really want to pass the Navy officer candidate test, try one of those options. Either request a one-on-one tutor or use our web subscription or application. It doesn't matter whatever you use, but make sure that you study, pass the test with 80% or higher, and then you'll be fine to take the actual test, and hope you'll pass with a good score. Thank you.